Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to the channel of chilled, relaxed plant content where we talk about the good, the bad, the thriving, and the dying plants in our collection. And we try to learn the best way to grow our plants so that they don't die. So if that sounds like something you're interested in learning about, contributing to, being a part of, you just want to hang out, hit the subscribe button. Let's be plant friends. So today I'm going to show you what I think are the easiest and the most easiest common Hoyas to grow. So these are the Hoyas that you want to, if you're not sure how to take care of Hoyas or you're just getting into plants and you want to try out a Hoya, these are the Hoyas I would recommend. And I think they're really relatively easy. These are the Hoyas you want to learn how to take care of Hoyas, get the base level of that, and then you can kind of branch out into more uncommon and harder to grow Hoyas. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go grab a drink, a snack, and come hang out. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, I didn't hit it. Alright guys, so the first Hoya I'm going to show you is just the plain old Hoya Carnosa. This is a good prolific grower. It's easy. It just needs, water every once in a while and some light. Some of the older leaves are getting a little bit too much light, so they're getting a little bleached. But yeah, this is the #1 starter Hoya. This is the one you want to start with. If you can find it, it's relatively cheap, and you should not have a hard time coming across a Hoya Carnosa. You can probably get a little cutting from a friend, a Planty friend, for free, probably. I mean, because they grow so fast and they propagate so easily. So yeah, Hoya Carnosa. Alright guys, so the next one is the Hoya Crimson Princess, sorry. The Hoya Crimson Princess. It grows with the lighter variegation on the inside and the green on the outside. It's also a very easy plant. If you want to see what I guess a sun-stressed princess looks like, it comes in with these really dark maroon colors. The green turns maroon, actually, which is kind of cool, which also does tell me I kind of do need to like pull the light away from these guys, because not all Hoyas will sun stress and some will just burn, and I don't want that. But anyway, so the Hoya Crimson Princess is also another very prolific grower. As you can see, some of the strands can and will probably revert to the just regular Carnosa, but you can cut it back. I don't, because it doesn't bother me. You can cut it back to where the variegation stops, and it should put out another variegated stem. So this is a really good example of some variegation. These are relatively newer leaves. They're not brand new. The stem comes out a pink color. The newer stems are pink anyway. And then the insides come out pink and fade to a creamy white, like over here. Yeah, I also have some hanging Crimson Princesses that I will show you in a second. Hold on. Alright guys, so these are my larger 8-inch baskets of Crimson Princess. As you can see, they are doing very well. Nice and lush. And yeah, they really do become nice and large, and even the larger ones that get plenty of light will have pieces that revert, and you could just cut that off if that's really not what you're into. This one looks almost like a Chelsea leaf. Cool, right? Alright, so those are those, and now we're gonna bring you down to my queens, sorry. So these are the Hoya Crimson Queens, another very easy, relatively common houseplant. You should be able to find these in a big box store. Yeah, another very easy plant. I would be very confident in sending this to a brand new Hoya parent and having them have success in growing this. Alright, so the next one I'm going to talk about are the Hoya compactas. So I have 3. We're going to pan this way. I have 3 very nice and long plants that I got before the plant craze happened, and they are all growing beautifully. I've taken cuttings from a couple of them to share with plants. They really are, once they are established, a very easy plant to grow. You just pop them, you know, you could take a cutting, pop them in water, wait until you see roots, and then put them in soil, and that's pretty much it. I would just bottom water it, and the plant will figure itself out. So yeah, this is a beautiful plant. Look how long. I can't wait for these guys to get like, you know, 3, 4, 5 feet long, and I'm gonna hang them up really high, and it's gonna be really cool. So yeah. Okay, so the next easy beginner Hoya that I would recommend to people is finding a Hoya Yeti Eye. They're very easy to propagate, and once established, they kind of like take off. They're gonna put out a lot of tendrils before they put out leaves, but they will eventually put out leaves. You just gotta wait. Like this guy right here, we got a little leaf going on right there. And yeah, it's a very accessible Hoya. It's another one that probably you can get just a little free cutting from a friend, if you have a Hoya friend. All right, and we are going to swing over here to the Hoya Australis, this huge monster of a plant that I have. It's growing up, it's growing down, it's growing to the side, and it is easy. It can take higher light, lower light, underwatering. I don't know so much about overwatering. You really don't want to overwatering. That's like a big no-no. But this plant is easy. And again, it's something that if you have a friend who has a lot of Hoyas, their Australis is probably growing crazy. They probably have plenty of cuttings that they can give to you and share with you to get you started in your Hoya journey. Okay, the next Hoya I want to share with you guys as a very easy and common Hoya is the Hoya Bentoni Eye. You can also, hopefully, if they arrive in your area, find an 8-inch basket of this in the Costa Farms section. If you get those kinds of plants, my area does not, so I wouldn't be able to get that. But I've seen other people have these large baskets of these plants in Home Depot and those from Costa Farms. But this is a very prolific grower, prolific bloomer. I mean, I can't even count the number of peduncles I have on this guy. They're everywhere, and new ones are constantly popping out. And yeah, this is a very easy plant, and I highly recommend it. Highly recommend. Alright guys, and the last Hoya I'm going to share with you that I think is very easy, very common, and a great starter Hoya for a new Hoya head is the Hoya Pubicalyx. I actually have 2 of them. I have a little start here. This is the snow caps, and as you can see, they just take off. Once they get established and rooted, they're growing. And eventually she will look like this. And hopefully I'll get a peduncle on this guy and we'll actually see some flowers. But so far, no peduncle, no flowers. But an awesome, very easy, very prolific growing beginner plant for anybody, honestly. Even if they're not really into Hoyas, you can get them a Hoya Pubicalyx and they will love it, because look at this. How can you not love this? Alright guys, so those are my, how many plants did we go over? I'm not even sure. It's more than 5, but these are my easy, common Hoyas / great beginner plants for beginner plant people. And yeah, what other plants or other Hoyas are great for beginners? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time guys, relax, plant, and peace out.